Take a look at tonight's 7 at 7. One local mother expressing her concern after her son collided with a Richland County School District 1 bus while he was riding his bike home from a friend's house. Officials with the Columbia Police Department say 9-year-old Eddie Edwards rode into the bus and the driver attempted to move to avoid hitting him. They also say his brakes were not working on the bike, so police say they have not cited the bus driver. A judge in Orangeburg County declared a mistrial in the murder case of Tyler Givens. Givens is accused of murdering Benedict College student Donovan Smalls at a house party in 2019. In making her decision, the judge cited undisclosed evidence and stated that while the state's conduct here was not willful, it wasted time and resources. In Columbia, attorneys have filed 2 new lawsuits in a sexual abuse case involving former figure skating Olympian and instructor Mark Cockrell. The lawsuits, filed on behalf of an unnamed minor and the mothers of 2 other alleged victims, cite sexual misconduct and abuse between Cockrell and a number of minor athletes. Following an Alabama Supreme Court ruling, some Palmetto State officials are working to protect in vitro fertilization services here in South Carolina. The bill's sponsors are predominantly Democrats, citing their own experiences with the procedure, while some Republican lawmakers say this legislation is not needed. President Biden and former President Trump made separate visits to the southern U.S. border addressing immigration and security. Only 300 miles apart, the 2 2024 presidential hopefuls discussing their own plans to address the continued migrant influx. Another government shutdown has been averted for another week. The House passed a short-term funding bill that gives Congress 1 more week to pass funding bills to keep federal agencies up and running. The recent decision pushes the deadline back to March 22nd. And today is a day that only comes once every 4 years, Leap Day. Our calendar has 365 days, but it actually takes 365.25 days for the Earth to orbit the sun. And if you have ever had any trouble remembering the leap year, it always lines up with U.S. presidential elections. That's all for tonight's 7 at 7.